I'm Commissioner Ken Hodder, National Commander of the Salvation Army. There is too much at stake right now for the people we serve for there to be any confusion about what the Salvation Army stands for. So let me be clear. We believe only in the Bible. We endorse no social theory or philosophy, and we never will. And we're not asking anyone to apologize.
When I arrived to the Salvation Army Southview Heights on March 1, 2021, I was informed that this was one of the hardest places to live. As I began to interact with the tenants, I quickly saw why it was characterized as a kindergarten for older adults. It didn't take long for me to realize that closing my door and limiting your activities to your room makes life here a lot easier and 100% safer. The Salvation Army is a gold mine for certain personnel. It's getting so bad here that on March 25, 2024, they issued a letter requesting that each tenant install a security camera system in their apartment. Despite the fact that I was brought here with the full intention of dying, I truly believe that the Salvation Army would provide me with the best treatment and care. However, I quickly learned that the Salvation Army Southview Heights is an assisted living home that does not provide care. Workers cannot assist. They are highly encouraged to just call 911 if you fall. They are not supposed to pick you up. Even tenants are not to aid. The Salvation Army facility has two sides, one where guests do not wear masks, and the one that I'm in, all guests must wear masks. Despite having the same halls, dining area, and chapel. The Salvation Army is a one-way street. They brought all of us here to die. When you achieve your objective, they will put your photo on the board. In 4 consecutive instances, the Salvation Army told me not to socialize with staff members. This directive came from my workers and the building's manager. Before Christmas this year, the Salvation Army held a town hall meeting for all residents. Do not socialize with staff. Allow me to share an interesting anecdote. Every year, a Christmas box is prepared for the staff. This year, the box contained an impressive sum of over $4,800. This money comes from the tenants and their families. While this is admirable, the tenants expressed their distrust in the management's ability to count the money accurately. Consequently, 2 tenants were required to be present during the counting process. Before I arrived at the Salvation Army, I received monthly benefits exceeding $300 for rent through my enrollment in the Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters, SAFER program. This program was a lifeline for me, ensuring that I could afford a secure and pleasant place to live, as well as medical care, as an older person on a fixed income. This program compensated me for my pharmaceutical coverage. Because I currently live at the Salvation Army, and my doctor prescribed an outside pharmacy, PharmaCare only covers 75% of my prescriptions. I now pay 25%. The Salvation Army just advised me that if my doctor used the Salvation Army pharmacy, I would not be required to pay anything. My PharmaCare bill is $467.87 for the months of January 1st to December 31st, 2023. Unfortunately, this essential benefit has been terminated. So there isn't any money in my bank to pay for my PharmaCare. This is all. Because I moved into the Salvation Army, the money formerly allotted by SAFER to the renters has been transferred to cover the Salvation Army's expenditures throughout everyone's stay here. The SAFER statement suggests that the Salvation Army is collecting funds in the names of tenants who are unaware of SAFER, which stands for Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters. This program provides financial assistance to eligible elderly tenants on fixed incomes to help cover the cost of their monthly rent. However, the fact that none of the tenants are aware of SAFER raises concerns about transparency and communication. The reason I was enrolled in the Shelter Aid for Elderly Renters, SAFER program is that I'm only making $1,614.78 per month. Prior to my arrival at Salvation Army Southview Heights, I had a complete evaluation. The Salvation Army painstakingly examined every part of my background, hoping to get extensive information about my personal history, as well as all tax and financial information. On March 1, 2021, I moved into the Salvation Army. My monthly government check is $1,614.78. The Salvation Army took 70% of this amount before deductions plus cable, $30. Telephone, $26.20. Hydro, $18. My total rent on March 1, 2021, was $1,215.58. This is what I was paying in December 2023, $1,218.06. The Salvation Army says you must file your income taxes with the CRA every year to be eligible for a publicly subsidized income-tested client rate. As a diligent and meticulous individual, I have consistently filed my taxes with utmost accuracy year after year, maintaining an exemplary record of 100% compliance. The Salvation Army consistently deducts 70% of the total amount before deducting my pharmacare $467.87 and other expenses. Plus, each time when I give the Salvation Army a money order for my rent, they consistently try to withdraw my rent again on the first day of each month. Then on October 10, 2023, the Salvation Army stated that I made $26,290. On October 10, 2023, the Salvation Army informed me that my assisted living price for January 1st will be $1,533.58 plus cable $30, telephone $26.20, hydro $18. I am told the Salvation Army would not do anything about it. They will not help. So I phoned the CRA Tax Services, and they said, "Sorry, we overcharged you. You did not make $26,290. You only collected $1,614.78 per month. That does not add up to $26,290. So, we will fix it." Then on October 14, 2023, the Salvation Army sent me a letter. The Salvation Army said my assisted living rate on January 1st would be $1,143.86 plus cable $30. Telephone $26.20. Hydro $18. Then on December 27th, the Salvation Army said my assisted living rate on January 1st would be $1,275.28 plus cable $30. Telephone $26.20. Hydro $18. I've been told that the Salvation Army does not care what my bank said. They have their own way to do things. This is their letter. On January 9, 2024. Dear Mr. Peterman, I am writing to let you know that you will be charged a monthly rate for your assisted living unit. $1,275.28 plus $74.20 total $1,348.48. I was told not to trust them 100%. I gave them a money order for $1,218.06 for my January rent. On January 3, 2024, the Salvation Army tried to take $1,607.78 out of my bank. The check bounced because there was insufficient funds in the bank. This cost me $49, even though I set a stop payment on the $1,218.06. The Salvation Army varies what they take out each month, so I can't put a stop payment on it since I'm not sure what it will be. So, this costs me $49 every month. The government only pays me $1,614.78 each month. The Salvation Army is demanding everything, except $3. There is no money for my health care. The Salvation Army just advised me that if my doctor used the Salvation Army pharmacy, I would not be required to pay anything. My pharmacare bill is $467.87 for the months of January 1st to December 31st, 2023, because I cannot pay this bill. I've been advised to relocate or go to the hospital every day for my medicines. The Salvation Army will phone 911 every day to take me there. I've been advised to call the police. What should I do? Do you think I should just move so I can buy my medicine, or go to the hospital every day and take a bus back?